Okay, day's finally here. I'm going to take the tail off. So all that to come off, and then I'll find out what's underneath and see about changing it to something I desire. Okay, so that's the plastics off. So the thing to look at is, this looks like a aftermarket thing that somebody's fitted. So what I'm doing is probably going back to about here, but the necessity I've got is relocating the regulator rectifier, and although there's places for it to sit in here, I don't know whether the cooling would be enough. So yes, I'm quite happy to go back. On my last project I cut it off here and was just flat plate at the back. I want to do something a bit different. I want to go with trying to do a trellis work of the subframe, so make a whole new subframe. So I've got to make sure this time round that the under tray fits to it quite easily. The last one I made on my GSXR 600 project, I made side panels that fitted with the tank, and it all looked, well for me, it all looked really good. Good bit of metal work and all the rest of it. The trouble was you had to drop the under tray out to get at the bolts to take the side panels off, and you needed to do all that to be able to lift the tank. So anytime you wanted to do an air filter, plugs, if you had any electrical problems underneath there, anything going wrong, right, whatever, you had to drop all the tray and take the side panels off to lift the tank, and I don't want to go through that again. But the way the under tray's looking, I think it just bolts onto this bottom one. There's a bolt there. Okay, by the looks of it, there's something missing. Let's have a look at the other side. So there's definitely one. No, there. There's one going up underneath there, and then apart from that, it's not really held. And this is where I say I think this might be an aftermarket one. This just doesn't seem to be finished. That definitely looks chopped across there. So I think someone's put an aftermarket tail end on this and fabricated it to fit, because this tray here shouldn't finish like that. That's a very uneven cut. So yes guys, someone's bodged it before I'm going to bodge it. But yes, I've got 20mm round tube to go here, and I'm considering doing a trellis work at the moment. That might change as we go along. See, even that doesn't look like the original bracketry. It's a bit too imprecise, even for Suzuki. So anyway, the seat will be different. It's actually trying to configure something that I haven't got a complete to still be able to ride it. I don't think it's going to be possible this time round. So it'll be off the road for a little while. Well, as long as it takes. But I've got, say, 20mm tubing to come out. And again, it's whether to put this original curve back in or to bring it straight up, because I don't need any weight bearing or load bearing capacity on the back there, because the majority of that is going to be gone. It will just be a seat and possibly a small hump, like a calf racer style thing. So yeah, this will all show. So as I say, I don't know whether I'm going to do this one coming straight up, and I could bring it in early, continue these but bring this one in early, and put a lattice work of some sort in there. But it's only got to support my arse, and I say only, but that's still considerable weight load to weight load. So the original seat comes to there, just drop that down there. So if this was my end bit, and then build a hump from here, let's say it's accommodating that. The seat comes to here. That's about the right size for a seat. On the, just put the lid on that. On the cowl, I did have buy the rubber for it and stick that on to stop me sliding too far back, and that is enough. That is about there, isn't it? Yeah. So that's enough, and I've still got movement, slight movement, nothing major. So I'd like to finish it there. So if I still keep the seat to there and some form of hump here, that will be good. I could still have the regulator rectifier in here, and possibly vent it from underneath somehow. I would imagine there'd be enough airflow if it was just stuck in here anyway. So depending on cable lengths, there's not a lot of play in that. Perhaps move this over. Could always cut this out and move this over, or keep it here and get that in next to it, as long as it's not too close and cooks. What's that? Let's start a relay, start a switch, whatever. So as long as the rectifier's not too close to that, because these can get quite hot, that should be good. But I don't want to be, at this stage, I don't want to be messing about with making my own under tray or anything. Having said that, to cut this short might make it look a bit ridiculous anyway. So anyway, that's the general idea. Make up a new subframe out of the tubing, and then as I say, my seat's coming back to here, my main mass will be sat about here, so whether I bring this straight up into here, it's still going to encompass this under tray back to this section. So if I did bring it up here, yeah, I don't think that will work. Yeah, bit to think about.